It's highly likely the government is going to shut down on Wednesday. How is this going to affect you? What's going to remain open? What's going to be closed? If you receive any type of funding whatsoever from the government, or if you use governmental services in any way, whether it's Social Security, SNAP, rental assistance, small business, you're a vet, whether you go to the post office, this video is for you. I will go through the list of what's open and what could be closed or most likely will be paused if this government shuts down on Wednesday. Now, first of all, congressional lawmakers did meet with Trump earlier tonight in the Oval Office. They tried to come up with a plan to avoid the government shutdown. They failed. They did not come up with a plan. What is happening is that the Trump administration wants new spending to be approved. One of those things is that they want tens of millions of dollars for lawmakers' security. So if that's not approved, well, then the government shuts down. Will this be a partial or a full shutdown? We don't know. Probably a partial, but anything can happen between now and Wednesday as well. But if they don't come up with a plan and this money does not get approved by midnight on Tuesday, at 12:01 a.m. on Wednesday, October 1st, the government will shut down. Now let's get into the list of what will be open and what will be closed. Medicare, Social Security, and Medicaid will remain open. You will still be able to use your health insurance and receive your payments. This is because they are not funded through the Treasury Department. Anything that is funded through the Treasury Department, there's going to be problems with. But these programs are funded through permanent appropriations, okay? Now, the post office is privately funded. They'll remain open. Anything that has to do with the Department of Defense and the Department of Homeland Security, like immigration, border patrol, security activities, all of those things will remain open and active. Why? Because the Department of Defense and the Department of Homeland Security they have tons of money. You know, they were appropriated a ton of funding immediately in July. Immediately they got that funding. Veterans Affairs, veterans hospitals, clinics, they will all remain open. Now, as far as Social Security, the only thing that you're going to see a problem with is with the new benefit verification, as well as if you need a new Social Security card. That might be paused or delayed. WIC and SNAP. Those two programs, they have to use whatever money they have left, which is not a lot. And once they run out of that money, they're not going to get new funding unless the government does not shut down and funding is dispersed. So WIC and SNAP will be affected if the government shuts down. Now, if you extended your taxes, the taxes will still be due on October 15th. That will not be affected. Now, due to the furloughs that are going to occur with federal employees, who, by the way, will go without pay if there's a government shutdown, there will be delayed services with the IRS and Small Business Administration as well. Individuals who will be hit really hard are small business owners. It's always the private sector who's hit hardest in these government shutdowns. Now, housing. Any housing programs, rental assistance, Section 8, any type of loans, even housing loans, all of those programs will be affected. There will be a delay in that. If you're looking to get a passport, the passport offices will remain open. You will still be able to obtain and purchase a passport or get a passport renewed, whatever it is that you need to do there. Now, as far as any type of student loans, Pell Grants, FAFSA, all of those programs will continue, but only until the funds run out. So if this shutdown is prolonged, colleges, universities, and school districts throughout the country who receive federal funding will be affected, and they won't receive that funding. So primarily, those are the things that are going to be open and closed and affected as far as if there is a government shutdown on Wednesday, which it does look as though that is what's going to happen. Now, this will be the third government shutdown under Trump if this occurs. Fox News reports that there have been 10 government shutdowns since 1980. Interestingly enough, though, CBS News reported that there have been 14 government shutdowns since 1980. But nonetheless, the government shutdowns cost the taxpayers money. Okay? Don't be fooled. I will keep you updated on this for sure. Please like, follow, and share so that I can continue to provide you with content, and I appreciate you being here.